That nigga is hydrated.
Young nigga was hydrated.
Indeed. Welcome to another episode of Talking Intangibles. I am your host, Anthony Truth Gary. We have my boy J5 and the nigga that shall remain nameless. That's your name now.
I'm never going back.
He's never going back. That nigga that shall remain nameless. See, all you needed was a cool thing to say and not some shit
Right.
that was a long paragraph with fucking commas and shit.
Parentheses.
That nigga name was a math problem. When a pimp named Slipback slapped 3 of his hoes. Anyway. Man, I guess today, man, we just gonna talk about anything, really. So, I mean, I got some questions for y'all. So, we niggas, we men. Let's talk about sex. You know, our favorite shit to talk about. It's our easiest thing to talk about, if you will. So, on some weird shit, what's the weirdest thing that someone's asked you to do during sex?
You can go first, bro. I'm still not over mine.
Damn, that's kind of weird. I'm trying to think.
I guess I'll go ahead and go. Fuck it.
I'm trying to think for real. But if you got it off the back, then go ahead. But
I mean, for me, I mean, the weird,
because what I think is weird is different.
I mean, weird, different, something that caught you off guard when you go, oh.
Justin, like, what's weird with me is like, so you gonna stay? They're like, wait a minute, you know what this?
Oh shit, he's right though.
Why you
He's
acting
right,
weird to me?
I mean, for me, a girl asked me to give her a golden shower, which is pissing on her.
Yeah.
And I gotta be real with you, that's not what's up for me.
You know what? It's funny because that's the same weird for me. It was that and shit, and I was just like,
yeah, nah, I'm already not big on anal shit. So
I felt obligated though. Like I low key felt obligated because
you peed on her.
Well, I didn't, but I really considered it.
How what's considered like you had your pants down?
Like I was I
peed on.
No, I considered it in a way of I stopped in a moment of silence to see if I could drum up some pee. But the thing is, she had just ate my ass, right?
Okay.
So we talking about it.
Now see that right there.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
when that happened to me.
Hey, it started out weird, but
when that happened to me, I was like, no,
the booty was all slippery.
Hey.
Yeah, the slip slide in your asshole.
No, I did, but I had to put a stop to it. I wish I could.
why you stopping?
Hold on,
so you don't love yourself?
So you had a tongue in your booty, and you was like, you need to get on out of here with that tongue.
Yeah. That was not for me. I'm grown, but I ain't that grown yet. I ain't that grown yet. I still take tomatoes off my burger.
Wait, that's white pants activity. That's white pants activity. That's all white party activity. Oh my god.
Now that's funny. That's funny. Now that's the one. I'm not into the anal stuff, and I'm talking about me or them. I'm just not.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that area.
Me neither.
Listen,
I'm not drawn to it.
Listen, I've done it. I've done it because I don't want, like, you already doing me a favor.
You know,
so I might as well do you a favor in a way, right? So I've done it, but it was like, I really could just be in some pussy right now.
ultimately, that's what it comes down to.
I done lit the balloon out before now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, but after a shower, ain't no coming straight out the gym from that. Nah, you better hop your ass in some water.
I mean, we was fresh out the club, but I was drunk, and I didn't mean to. I legit, I can honestly say I did not mean to, but I was, you know,
You was eating it from the back.
She was short. She was a small girl. She was a small girl, you know. You know, but
it was just one of them
cool.
times for me. Like, it was just one of them times for me. I was like, you come here,
get over here,
man.
Oh, so okay, all right. So the weirdest thing is someone asked you to do. What's one thing? Like, so have you ever been having sex and was like, you know, I'm about to bounce. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pants up, and
I definitely packed my dick up in the middle of sex before.
Wow.
And then I was tying my shoes like, you just gonna leave me like this? And I was like, well, it is Sunday. I legit
Was it
said
Sunday
that.
morning or night?
It was actually Monday morning at like
God.
3 a.m. type, you know. And it was just like, and it was an impromptu. We didn't really know each other. It was kind of like, it was my first and last one night stand. And because I want to see what that was like. And, you know.
I never had one.
So.
I'm not really curious on it, honestly.
And for me, that was overrated. If that is what one night stands are, I can get why this shit's not where it's at. But, you know, I need to go one more round and see what it is.
Yeah, I hate to be the nigga. She be like, all right, well, this one time was just enough for me. I ain't gonna lie, for some reason that hurt my ego if a girl only wanted to have sex one time. I'll be like, just once? Yeah, that's all I needed. Oh, like just once.
Yeah.
It
You got to
depends.
deal with that shit.
I haven't had to deal with that. I've never had sex with a girl, and she was like, that's all the dick I've ever needed from you. And,
But you've had sex with a girl and been like, that's all the pussy.
That's all, you know. And it's not so much that the pussy was trash. It's more of like, okay, that's what that's like. You know, that's what that is over
actually, no.
It's like, I don't want to fuck you anymore.
there. Right. Like,
Okay.
We did the thing. We said the thing. We said the words, and
If the pussy comes along, the convenience is a motherfucker.
I mean,
but convenience is a hell of a drug.
So I guess the few women that have kind of had that category with me, what I'm saying in this instance is like I have sex with them, right, and then it's not they don't leave you alone. What I mean is like, what I mean is like the next day, what you doing on Thursday? What you doing on Saturday? Like all of a sudden now they want to be a part of your schedule. Yeah. And to me, oh shit, surprise pussy on Saturday? Now the problem with surprise pussy on Saturday, it can't be every Saturday.
Let me ask you this question though: What was the
because
chemistry
then
like?
What are we doing?
Exactly.
Can't be every Saturday.
Like, but what was the chemistry like before y'all fucked? Like, was it like
I just wanted to fuck.
Was it like y'all kept running to each other? Was like, there's some tension here. Like, we got to get this off. Like, y'all looked at each other like, we got to get this off. You know,
something like that. I would say. So this girl in particular, this is actually the one that asked me to pee on her too. I met her when I was like, I'm going on 30 and she's going on being legal.
Oh, never mind.
Like drinking legal, not legal. Drinking legal.
Never mind.
Yeah. So.
Never mind.
Yeah. So I saw her and I was like, I would definitely hit that. But it wasn't I need to hit that.
Right.
Or I want to try that. It was more so I ran into her and then she I guess found me on the internet when I posted the picture I took. And she was like, oh my God, you're the cute photographer with the hat and that camera, this and that. And I'm like, oh, you think I'm cute?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shit. Let me come to another event. And I came to another event, and I was sucking on her titties at that event. Yeah, in the back room.
Well, see, you ain't had no problem sucking on the titties. No. See,
yeah, well,
see, shame on you.
No, ain't no shame on me, nigga. What you talking about? I knew what the game was.
She was looking for a husband, and you just gonna pull her titty out like that. I mean,
how dare you? This woman right now has 3 different boyfriends at the same time. They know about each other.
She suck the titties, but she can't get no.
She got some dick. What you talking about?
Oh, I thought you said you didn't.
No. We didn't fuck that day. No.
Oh, I thought
now I can't. Like I came in.
I'm sorry, I retract everything.
Yeah, I mean we fucked probably like maybe as far as like days, like probably 6 or 7 times before I was like, I'm kind of good. Because the problem was she was like, I'll be your girlfriend if you want, and I was just like, yo, that's not what I want. I don't want a girlfriend right now. And also, this is at a time where I'm like finding myself in the movie industry, all that whatnot, and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, yo, I'm not about to be paying for someone to be in. I'm not doing that. And it was like, and it was also one of them in between times where you were just in this relationship and you just like, man, I just kind of want some pussy for right now. I'm not trying to really build nothing with nobody. And she just came along. Now, don't get me wrong, we gradually pulled apart. I mean, I started picking up more work, so I didn't really have time to spend with her anyway. And at the same time, I couldn't take her nowhere. I couldn't take her to a bar. She was only like 19, 20 years old. And I'm like 29, 28, 29 at the time.
No.
So, you know, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But
yuck.
Now, I never. Hey, man.
Stupid.
I'm fucking with you.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I fucked at least. I've never. The oldest, the youngest I've ever fucked is 9 years younger than me.
I mean, when I was 24, or 23. One of them.
You can't go too low, so be careful. P. Diddy.
24, 23. I fucked a 19-year-old.
That's not bad. I'm 20. I'm talking. I'm 28, 29.
Right. Cause it's still that through line between college and high
But
school type.
like when I say it like out loud, it sounds wrong.
It sounds weird because
No, but I'm 28, 29, fucking a 19, 20-year-old. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if I was 20 when I was 26, she was too young. So I'm just saying, like, she's just old enough 3 years in the game.
Yeah, it do feel weird. Yeah.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Now,
well, I'm saying I understand what you're saying. Like, I understand the feeling.
yeah, but like with her, it was cool. The sex was cool. Like she gave very enthusiastic head, which I appreciate. And she got an OnlyFans page, and you can see on Pornhub. I'm not telling y'all the name.
Yeah, she out there. She definitely out
once
there.
we get off of it.
I've ran across it before. I'm like, oh, that's okay. All right.
Shit, y'all almost saw me up in that motherfucker. I just, you know what it is? I actually had this video of her giving me head on my phone.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the only time I've ever had a video of someone sucking my dick. And I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I fucked with that video.
Nah, yeah.
I was at, like, now, if I did it, like, where I'm at now in life, oh, that bitch would have been on Pornhub, no question.
Now,
I would have had that
I'm
on
sure
there.
a psychologist
I would have been proud of that.
I'm sure a psychologist has a lot to say about that. But you're right, though. Like, I looked at some found footage of my own, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then some of them, I'm like, ooh, my stroke has come a long way, or ooh,
it was just her sucking my dick the way my dick looked. Like, if everything looked good. Like, it was a legit one of those. I could have had at least 1 million views on that, on getting head from that girl. But where I was in my life, I was like, man, I don't want this type of stuff on my phone, and I deleted that bitch. And I look back, I was like, man, I could have at least got some compliments online. I'm like, ooh, I like the way your penis look. I was like, I appreciate it. She won't know it's me, but I'm going to type
Which
in.
I'm wondering when that's going to take off. When is porn social media going to be mainstream?
I mean, it already is.
No. I mean, in a real way. I mean, look
at Twitter.
That's the closest we've gotten. You're right.
Twitter and Reddit.
But I mean, in a way.
Tumblr back in the day before.
But people don't really engage on. If you still read the comments of Twitter and all this, it still gets the dark, shady part of society. Like, it doesn't get like normal people saying, okay, dude.
No. Actually, it does. So
Bruh, my new favorite pastime right now is reading the comments.
Bruh. Let me.
I can read it. I can read them all day.
You know what makes me mad is
I don't even want to jack up. I just want to go.
Yo, wait. Do you ever click on a video you know about to be trash?
Yeah.
But you just trying to see what the comedic joke in the comment?
Bruh. Y'all remember when Lawrence Fishburne, his daughter?
Yeah.
So remember her little sex scene? Nigga, the comment sections went in on that child. They were like, damn, who be putting cigarette burn?
And the body wasn't
on her
bad.
booty?
Like, she just had
she had acne on her booty.
Yeah.
They're like, who put cigarettes out on her ass? I was
and
like, that was it right there, man.
It didn't help that she had her dad's face. Like, that didn't.
You know what?
Actually, I didn't see.
She looked just like her dad.
But you got to look at the young dad.
It's not that. And she fucked a nigga that nobody was fucking with.
Nobody liked that nigga.
I didn't
know. She fuck what wasn't it? Brian Pumper. He's like the lamest nigga in porn.
Yeah.
You hated to see that nigga.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm like, he about to get some pussy, man. Yeah. Those waves ain't his.
Sport wave head ass.
That nigga got a wave cap.
That nigga was built. That nigga was built like Ludacris in that goddamn word of mouth video.
Yeah.
Yes. You can tell that nigga spent a lot of time in jail. Them jail muscles. That nigga done fought for his asshole. That's what that's all I'm saying. Oh man. Okay. All right, but I do have one thing that happened to me during sex that just like stopped sex. So I was like I think I was about 24, 25 maybe. And the girl I was dating at the time, we were fucking, and it just started smelling. Like, it just, like, you ever be hitting something, you just like, what the fuck? What is that? But you just keep on going. And then it get to the point where you just like, all right, there's something fucking going on. And then all I remember was I pulled my penis out. I was protected. I pulled my penis out and blood just came gushing right behind it. And I was like, what the fuck? And she just like jumped up, ran into the bathroom. That girl was in the bathroom for like, I want to say 30 minutes. And I'm just sitting in the bed like, so what the fuck should I do right now? And then she came back. When she came out of the bathroom, she didn't come on the bed. She just like laid on the couch and like, I'll be here for the rest of the night. Matter of fact, the next day. Did
you go out and like talk to her a little bit?
Dude, let me tell you what happened the next day.
Because you know she was fucked up.
She
was fucked up.
Supremely fucked up. Matter of fact, the next day, she broke up with me.
Yeah, because she was so hyper. Like, she was paralyzed with that.
Like she broke up with me, but she broke up with me because she thought I felt some type of way.
Right.
Lord.
And when she like,
please be with that woman. She didn't deserve it.
When it registered to her. So what happened was that she put a tampon. She does tampons, and
she tried to do the porn move, or she
no. What happened was I guess the tampon she just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah,
and it stayed there.
Yep.
So it still
damn.
So it still had.
She could have. That shit deadly. Like she could get toxic shock or whatever.
You can get some type of UTI or something.
There's a lot of things that can happen with that.
So
damn.
Once she got that, oh my god! Once she got that bad motherfucker out, she was just like, I can't come back from this. And I was like,
and the thing is, women don't give us credit. Like we get it. Like we get it. Like now we want you to do better, but we get it. Like
she called me the next day. She said, "Wait a minute, so I just really thought about what you said. So you actually, it don't really bother you." I was like, "Not really. I mean, it happened. Yeah. I don't think you did that on purpose,
right?
Like
I don't think you're a nasty motherfucker, but it's like." Damn,
it just caught me off guard and it smelled.
Yeah,
like that. I've been here with you. The most offensive part of that was the smell. like I wasn't mad at her for that happening because I was like, oh man, because I don't know what it's like to be a woman. Like you got a lot of things to think about, and that's
the same shit.
And I can't think of a man that has to worry about pulling a tampon out of their penis hole.
The same shit happened to me in a way, right? She was coming on her period and we was fucking.
Oh, okay. I've done that. I done knocked the girl on her period while I was fucking. That shit.
And then while we was fucking, I'm like, damn, what the.
Yeah, because it's a different kind of slick.
Yeah,
it's a different kind of slick.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That slick is
this
like
shit didn't turn. This shit.
Dude, hold on. I didn't know until
this shit went from goddamn baby oil to Vaseline.
Ooh, okay. I didn't deal with that.
What going on?
So I didn't even know. Like,
what going on
when that happened?
And then when you.
It's very oily.
You get it out. You're like, oh, Jesus.
Yes. Yep.
Oh no. Yeah. You look at your dick. You're like, oh no, crime scene.
And then don't lay there. Don't. You need to get your ass up, get in the shot because you lay there and it should dry up on you. Now you really complicit in the crime. Like
you all right, baby?
Man, the last time something like that happened, I was tearing that shit up, boy. I was.
You always doing it.
I'm talking about. I'm putting in my porn star work, bro.
Make you feel bad as hell.
And like we what happened was we moved from one.
I shouldn't have been doing it. I shouldn't have jumped off the top rope.
Nah.
Not today.
So what happened was.
God damn you, Casamigo.
Shut the fuck up. We moved from one area of the house and we moved to another area of the house that had more light in it. She said, "Is that blood on your dick?" And I was like, "What?" Went to the bathroom, nigga. My dick is covered in blood. I'm talking about. I'm worried about everything at that moment. I'm like, oh no,
blood flakes all on your pubes and like, it's
dude, man. She and I remember now one thing. This was the first time I watched someone like extensively clean their coochie. Like
that coochie. Why you say like that coochie?
Because I'm old, nigga. That was my 30s, nigga. We say coochie. I want to say pussy.
But you know, something similar happened to me with that. And it was actually, if I had to be, I'm going to be straight up honest. It was the best feeling pussy I ever had. Like, if we just talking purely off of no.
It was some good pussy.
Not the throwback.
The sex wasn't great.
No, not the throwback rhythm, not the riding ability, just the pure, the box felt good. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, everything leading up to it, you know, the fingering and everything else. This happened a long time ago. And the shit was still on my hand. And we chilling afterwards. And she like, we cuddling and my hands is like by her face. And she says, can you go wash your hands? And I'm not even paying attention. Like I did the smell check during, but I didn't even really, I went. And I was like, oh, Oh yeah. And I could tell. I looked at her face when I was like, at first I was completely not even paying attention, and I looked at her. Oh yeah.
I'd have been like,
Let me go ahead.
I would have been like, baby, with all due respect, if you don't go in there and get a bowl and fill it with some water and come in and wash my hand off, all that work I just put in.
I'm real with you. I got a real one because after sex, I'll be laying in the bed and a hot towel be waiting for me. I'm like,
Yo,
all that work I just put in for you, huh? I had to act like I didn't know. Come on.
Any women who are inclined
for you, baby.
Any women who are inclined to give a fuck at all about the experience of the man, get a warm rag for him.
Yeah.
Especially if you know you got some subpar shit. Go get a warm rag. That shit goes. Customer service goes.
That nigga always go for the juggler.
I'm saying, like, let's be honest.
You know your pussy ain't popping.
No, I mean, let's be honest. We had to build up. Like, the thing is, we're more realistic because we had to build a game. Like, we weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're right. We had to learn how to
learn techniques. You know what I'm saying?
And women just...
They kind of assume, like, well, I look good. And men nut all the time, so then it must be good. You know?
Right, so let's talk on that.
And if a woman is giving you pussy,
I don't believe in that. I do not believe in women giving me pussy.
Wait, if a
she
woman
wanted to have sex and I was there and she said, "Would you like to have sex?"
If a woman is giving you pussy, then she automatically thinks that is that's the gold standard.
Yep.
I feel that.
Nah, that's 100%.
I feel that, and then
especially
the same way we feel like. You might have fucked a lot of niggas, but you ain't fucking me.
Exactly.
I think that's more the attitude that you feel you should go into a situation with a woman, because it's no different than who believes they're the best basketball player in the world. That's a lot of good basketball players in the world, but let's be real. Only one of them niggas can win. Very few of them niggas can win the championship that year.
I guess we really got to turn it into an Olympic sport.
Yeah, we should, man. And I guarantee you, just like in basketball, women
the
will suffer.
The moment that shit happened,
women like, damn, y'all move y'all bones, y'all move y'all pelvic
the
bones
moment
for 30
that shit
minutes
happened,
like that.
Imagine how many rules white people gonna make after the first season of the fucking Olympics.
The moment that shit happened,
they're gonna be like, you can't.
Like 5-inch this nigga can't compete with 7-inch this nigga.
They're gonna be weight classes and shit.
Nah.
Hey, hold on, time out. It's gonna be like March Madness.
We all got a chart.
Sweet 16 to the March 8th.
This bitch made this nigga in 5 seconds.
Oh shit.
Oh,
but thing is, how I look at, like, all right, so when I look at sex with women, women have two ratings, right? Just like what you guys said earlier. Like, woman can have some 5-star pussy. And what I mean by 5-star, like, just putting it in there would make you go, oh, hold on.
Right. You got to renegotiate your whole strategy, everything.
Pull that thing out and lay it on my leg for a little bit. No, let me suck your titty for a little bit.
As a matter of fact, I'm thirsty. I'm going to go to the kitchen. You want some juice? like Kevin Hart, you want some juice?
That's you sitting there like, damn, I should have beat off before I got here. You're like, boy, I got one in the chamber and that shit's going to explode. This missile came ready to get fired, nigga. But I'd have been in some 5-star pussy with that 5-star pussy with some whack sex. Because to me, I'll be real with you, man. Like, sex to me ain't no just... Yeah, and ain't putting my dick in and going...
No, at a caveat, sex after 30... Sex after 30 is not just about...
Even before then, we just said
before
For me, sex after 30 was like, I need the whole package. Like, I need the whole... Everything. Experience got to start on Wednesday. You sitting at your desk texting me type shit.
So like, I like, to me, foreplay to me is... I love foreplay.
Yeah.
And foreplay can start with the text messages, calling, like, what you doing right now?
Yeah.
It's spontaneity.
I've been thinking about you today. I'm like, oh shit, you been thinking about me. So now you get me excited to want to fuck you. Oh girl, I'm about to stretch. I'm about to like do some fucking practice in front of the mirror. I'm like, nah, that's not the stroke I want to prepare for it.
So some dry runs.
It's spontaneity with me. It's a girl. It's a girl texting me and be like, listen, I'm finna go on my break. Meet me in the goddamn bathroom.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm on the way. Wait, I don't care if I'm at work. I'm finna.
But spontaneity, and I think spontaneity is just like.
I'm finna take a break real quick. I'll be back.
I think spontaneity is just like shock comedy, where if that's what you depending on, it's hard to consistently do that.
Yeah, you got to
over
build.
years.
It's definitely
If you've been dating somebody,
it's definitely chasing the dragon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To whereas if you can master the build up, if you can build me a damn World of Warcraft ass pussy experience, then it'll never get old. We're gonna be in our 60s on some freak shit, you know.
Yeah, I agree. It just I'm one of those. I don't understand how niggas just when it comes to just how the body looks, that's all you need.
Yeah,
Like that to me that has boggles me because I guess for just being just a profession that I work in, being a photographer or creative, I've seen quite a few naked women, like quite a few. And I guess through that I've learned that, and just paying attention to the rest of the world, if you will, is that sex, like nudity is just nudity.
Yeah, nudity is not sexualized unless you make it.
Yeah.
Like a body is not sex unless you make
But
it,
then
you know.
America's definitely taught a lot of people that if you're naked, you must want to have sex.
Right.
Hence why, like, when I shoot people or say I show someone like a part of my nude for a portfolio, like I remember back in the day when I actually like was like, yo, look at some of the stuff I do. They were like, man, damn, you shot her? You hit that? And I'm just like, no. He said, man, I don't understand, bro. I couldn't be no photographer. I was like, so what you mean? You can't be a... So this nigga automatically, just because this woman got naked in front of me, that means that she's probably feeling me sexually. And one thing I learned is that some women are just comfortable naked. I've had women get, now don't get me wrong, I've had plenty of women get in front of me naked that run businesses and would be like, this is the most nervous I've ever been in my life. And
but there's something sexy about that though. Like I hate to like walk back a little bit, because I hear
you won't walk back all right.
No, I hear everything you're saying. You're right. Like we over sexualize the body, but there's something sexy about something being sacred. Like you see like a high powered woman, right? You know, she come into the photo shoot with her business attire on. She put her thing down and she bare everything. And as y'all are doing these, you're getting these poses that flatter her body and her curves, and the lighting is right. By the end of the photo shoot, it's like, yeah, you was that when you walked in, but you this now.
See,
like there's something like sexy about that.
That sounds like a great setting for a porn.
No, but it's something sexy though. You know?
But no, I feel you on that. I mean, but for me, I guess you have to look at it from the standpoint of two different people. So you have the artist and you have the muse that come in. So from the artist standpoint, don't get me wrong, all artists think this way, and you know it is what it is on that. They're human beings with human problems. The first idea of you being naked first is to produce work. Now, if I invite you over just to shoot naked pictures of you, and then try to fuck, first thing first, them pictures better be fucking. Them pictures are probably gonna be trash. If that's the only reason I really got you over there, there's not too many good photographers that's gonna sit there and waste that opportunity,
right?
Just so I can try to fuck you. Now, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of photographers that will know the opportunity, take some good pictures, and be like, all right.
But that's what he's talking about, spontaneity, like where it's like. It's not so much you try to fuck. If she come in and you on some weirdo shit, you got the camera in your hand like, hey, put your bag over there. You know, like it's some weird shit. It's some weird shit. But if it is like
lay all your underwear in the road right now.
If it feels natural, feels organic, feels spontaneous, there's something about the process of it.
I mean, I will admit I've had sex with a model.
Yeah, I know. We know you did. Like,
but just one after a photo shoot. But thing is, a photo shoot in which I contracted her and she got paid for. So it wasn't like most times you hear about people having sex with the photographer, it's one sided.
Pro bono.
Yeah, it's some you came through. Like I compensated her just the fact that she sat in front of me naked. Like the idea of her being naked was no ruse to get her naked. Don't get me wrong, seeing her naked was like, all right, cool.
He was like, hey.
Now from her being naked,
ma'am.
she was able to go, you know, I always had a crush on you, and I'm like, oh, and I just saw your pussy. Oh man, I took a picture of it too. Oh man, yeah, I'm about to hit that. And the funny part, when I hit that,
it added up. Everything.
No, not that. I shouldn't have been hitting that. Like, so y'all remember when I had that surgery?
Oh yeah.
So that was like right after I had that surgery.
I mean, you a wild boy.
Like
the doctor be like, nigga, I said, well, you can't do one thing. There's one thing you weren't supposed to be doing.
What the fuck? I think I was on like week number 3. Week number 3.
The doctor just shook his head when he walked out to the waiting room. He was like, "I knew this nigga was gonna be back."
Like it was week number. It was like week number 3, and that's when I did the shoot.
A nigga was like, them niggas don't know what they talking about.
No, so this is how I looked at it. As long as I don't come, I'm probably safe.
What?
Because that's what I think that's the problem that they're worried about. They're worried about me coming because the pipes ain't like all the way put together. So I mean they were put together because I come.
This episode is now finished.
Nigga, we saw whatever.
Completely off the rail. NDAs are being signed.
I didn't say no names.
Oh my god, that shit funny.
All right, well, fuck it. We'll talk about someone else. Something else. We'll talk about something else. How about that? So with that being said, we'll move away from the bedroom and we'll move to how you stop talking to someone. Like what's like a good what's a good reason? Or better yet, what's a petty reason that you was like, you know what, I ain't like say you like went on a date with a girl or a blind date with a girl and you was like you looked at her feet or her hands or her gums. I'm a gums will destroy you for me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I call it baby teeth when the gums take over too much territory and it's just like little chicklet teeth come out.
Yeah, they look like they skydiving or cliffhanging or some shit like that. Yeah,
I'll go first. And I feel bad about this. And in mid action, I was like, "You a petty motherfucker." I never knew you was this dude. I was judging myself on the way home.
Okay, what you got?
So I met this chick online, and you know, the photos didn't add up. It was the same person, but it was the same person in different phases of their life.
Oh, yeah, that'll get you every time.
And she still was, you know, not a bad looking person. She's just a different headspace. And she was I'm not gonna be too nasty. I'm not gonna be too specific, but her career path was a little like, I got some questions. Like I don't really care, but like I do have some questions about your character, like how you're able to do the job and everything. And then
was she a lawyer or something?
Well, I guess I can say it because she's a correctional officer.
Oh,
right. And so that, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but it is like I got questions.
I probably wouldn't.
But she had like purple, like neon, if that's the color, neon purple hair when I picked her up, right? That's not my type. I'm not opposed to it. I would, you know, try something new. But there was something like, I was like, all right, cool. I wasn't expecting that. None of the pictures, none of the I just wasn't expecting it. Cool, whatever, pick her up, scoop her up. We go downtown, we go do our thing. And just during the night, I'm getting more and more of this phase. She was on leave off of disability. She got hurt on the job, so she was on leave. And so she was like kind of in this like transitional period to where she really didn't know. It was like an identity crisis. And I was like, you know what? I can't really fuck with you like that. So as she's talking, we get back in the car after the first half of the day. We supposed to be heading to dinner. I take her home. And like she didn't know until we got off her exit. She was like, "This is my exit." And I was like, "Yeah." Oh shit, we pull into my complex. And I'm like, "Yeah." And she was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I gotta go to work in the morning." And I didn't I kind of like ghosted after the whole situation. And I didn't care to find the words. I didn't try to find the words, but for petty reasons, for shallow reasons, I was like, this ain't it. And I'm good. I'm out. You know. So call me bougie, but it is what it is, you know. I know my type. You know.
For me, I mean, don't get me wrong, teeth is definitely like it's really gums. Gums and teeth are like that's I'm not saying I got the best teeth in the world, but you know, I have a good presentation. And I don't want to see your gums when you smile. I just don't want to see that. And I can't help it, nigga.
So just get half smiles. You got big ass.
I need number two.
You got them Steve Harvey family gums.
You better learn. You better learn lip control or something. Stop your lips right there. Stop trying to show everything. But no, I'm pettier than that. So one time, I guess this girl hit me up online, and she wanted to like meet up. She had a crush on me, and I wasn't digging her, you know, from an online presence. I just wasn't into what she was pushing. In all earnest, I've had actually quite a few girls hit me up online asking to meet up, and it's kind of like going in that way. But in this situation, we met up, and first kind of red flag is that she had a jacket on, and it's like August, and I'm like, why is this bitch wearing a jacket outside in August? And she's like doing a little arts and craft project, and then like the jacket starts to come back a little bit. And I just see like little bubbles of fat just popping out of her popping out of her jacket. And I'm just like, nah. You know what? And the sad part, I done been with some big girls before, but it's
So
pretty.
you feel like low key big and
Right.
is worse than just big and big and like
Nigga,
if you're obviously Lizzo,
I had the
I could
exact
like yeah.
same shit happening to me, bro. I had met this girl online. Conversations was cool. We done traded pictures and everything. She done sent me some different pictures and shit. Man, when she got in my car and took up like the entire. This is when I was in that Pontiac.
Wait, that was a space. That was a big
That
ass
was actually
interior.
you could fit a body in
She
that
was
trunk.
as big as about this goddamn.
Wasn't
She
it
was
like
big, bro.
Wasn't
She
that
was-
bench style seating? Like then wasn't it like
No,
you
not
put
that-
up the armrest and
No, not
Oh.
that one.
Not that one. She
that was
big.
Peanut. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about that was Peanut.
Yeah,
that was
she
the
was
bench
big,
seats.
bro. She was big as fuck, and I was like, oh.
Damn.
But me being that gentleman, I still took her out. We had a good time and
yeah.
everything.
You let her suck your dick in that?
Hell no.
She probably would have.
She would have did it, bro.
Nope.
She would have like, I ain't never heard nobody treat me like this in a long time.
Nope. We had a good.
Would you like to come in my house for
We
a
had a
cake?
good time. We had a good time, but you do not deserve any dick. I'm
Oh
sorry.
man, was she funny?
Yeah, like what was the vibe like?
Usually big girls be funny.
You big, honestly.
He wasn't funny. Damn.
You know
No,
what was that meme that went around?
And then
for-
when she got in the car, she knew. Right? She got in the car. She looked at me. I looked at her.
but
She was like,
She like, I ain't getting no dick tonight.
she was like, I'm sorry.
that was on her. That's what. See, the
She
reason
was
why.
like, I'm sorry. I know.
Mm-mm.
Was she crying like that? Was she crying like you rubbing your eye? Was she crying?
Right, he seems so stressed out. No, but like she, it's just like checkers, right? Checkers do good business because they never told you something that they was not.
Yeah, it's true. They never try to pretend like they were healthy.
That's a lesson
Real
for
food.
the dating world.
No.
Like advertise under what you actually are. Don't advertise over what you are. You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna build their own expectations up. You just want to be able to make those expectations reasonable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be airbrushing and photoshopping and cropping.
She was literally like, what I, them memes, what I ordered versus what I
What
got.
you got and the bread all smashed up and
Yeah, it was
you
trash,
sweating
bro.
and shit. Yeah.
It was trash.
I stopped talking to a girl because she texted me with a lowercase I.
Nah, that's petty. man.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Why
petty,
did that
man.
bother you?
Because I just feel like at some point punctuation should matter.
But see, there's a setting on my phone, right? When I first set up my phone, and it asked me if I wanted to start.
Oh, damn, what's the pettiest
Hold on,
shit?
your phone asked you to be
Well,
retarded?
it was one of it was
What's
one
the
of things.
pettiest shit you ever did, bro?
the pettiest thing I ever
The
done
pettiest shit you ever did with a girl.
with a girl.
I go first.
You go first.
Man, one time I had picked this girl up and she was getting on my fucking nerves, dog. And we had went out downtown, and she was just getting on my nerves, getting on my nerves, getting on my nerves. I went to the bathroom. I looked at myself in the mirror, and I said, "I'm finna go home," and I left her.
Where were y'all?
Oh God.
Wait, where? Really? So you scooped her up from her house. You took her somewhere, and you just left her with you.
Did y'all meet it? Did you meet her there, or you picked her up?
I picked her up.
Oh,
Damn.
damn! So she had to fucking call. She had a ride share home.
And did she do anything to prompt that? You just was just like, I'm not feeling this shit. I'm out, and I don't really feel like doing the work to get out of it. I'm just gone. I'm out.
I had went back out there, and we was talking and shit. And then she got mad. And then she walked off.
Oh, okay. So it was a fight.
She walked off, and I'm like, all right,
Well.
I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. I looked around. I went outside. I ain't see her. I said, shit, I'm finna go.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
I think. I don't. Okay, I gotta. So one time I got these tickets to see Angie Stone at I'm trying to remember. It's and it was someplace
Oh,
downtown.
then that same girl called me recently. Ooh, child. Called me recently because she said she got put out by her roommate for some strange reason.
I mean, she didn't pay.
And dude, you gotta understand, you left her somewhere. So imagine how low you were on the list of favorites. Like somebody gonna do a
Yeah,
favor.
for real. Like she
Damn, she done burned every bridge in her life. Like,
like, she's been fucking up.
yeah, damn.
And they was trying to get her arrested or something.
And why she
And could I
calling you?
come to? This is at 3 a.m. And could I come to?
I told you about messing with them.
Could I
Spanish
come
girls.
to Augusta and pick her up?
Augusta? Wow. And you ain't never? No.
Yikes.
See, that's why. All right, so petty for me. With that being said, I don't mess with hood bitches, like in the least, bitch. Like the moment too much hood come out of you, I'm out of you. You already
You
shut
gone.
down. You done. You done.
But there's a level of hood that's kind of sexy though. But it is.
There's
a level
it
like
needs to be so small that even white people don't know
like
that
like
you hood.
old girl from Baby Boy. The girl with the Honda, the 11 bar, the Honda and everything.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
yeah,
that's
man.
too hood.
Nah, it's
That's
just
too hood
enough.
for me.
Like, this is just enough.
Because she. I don't like nobody who
Jody Mama.
who doesn't mind toxicity.
Jody Mama.
Okay.
You went for Jody Mama.
Okay, I definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
could
she
cook her
hood.
ass
Yeah.
off. She gonna see all
but
that
she's
shit.
like, but she's hood, but she's like, I ain't about to be stupid.
Yeah.
But that's hood.
So that's what you saying. Hood to where you're like, you're
talking about-
you self-sabotage and you kind of do
Yeah, like-
counterproductive shit.
Like we know someone who's hood and they self-sabotage.
yeah.
So we all know someone who just like, come on, you could be doing way better or something else.
Yeah,
and they
I
be
see
like,
what you're
no,
saying.
this is the
Yeah, because you got me fucked up if you think I'm not that one. It was like, you shouldn't be that one because that's a federal. Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be that one.
It's like when your parents used to threaten violence
could
against
just
you.
do
You're like, you
something
know, you go
different.
to jail, right?
Or you could just do something different.
What you mean?
It's just like, why you trying to do that? Like, you could do something
You
different.
can do something. There's so many other options to get the point across. Like, why are you choosing
It's
that
just
one?
one thing I noticed about hood girls is like, I remember the first one out of high school that I wanted, and she was so damn fucking beautiful to me. But being around her, I realized her family was on some hood shit.
The twin.
Yeah. And it was on some. It was damn near scamming. If you want to be,
Oh, they
real.
was straight for that. She came from a long line of finesse.
It was finessing in nature. Like one, I still remember this day that this girl asked me, could she borrow some money, not from me, but off the title of my car.
That's funny.
Like, how the fuck you even know? like,
Like-
we talking like, so let's put it in context. What was the age frame y'all was at? Like 19, 20?
I'm like, 1920, bruh. And I'm just like, yo, I'm like, are you serious? First of all, like, so, you know, nothing happened between us. Like, I thought something was gonna happen. I thought a direction was being made, but
You was hoping.
yeah, I was definitely hoping.
Yeah.
But again,
Negative.
but I can also say thought because I definitely was
Is
using.
that a bad thing for him to hope though? Like to hope for the best?
No. I just want.
No, but I'm
you gotta admit that you was hoping.
no.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
well, not willful ignorance, but it was.
Reason why I wouldn't use
Optimism.
hope is because with the language that was being used, it was being
She was
said.
like, "I'm gonna suck your dick behind the." That's what she was saying to you.
Oh shit! No, nigga.
That's what she was saying.
But what I'm saying is she's saying shit like "I love you" and stuff like that to me and all that whatnot. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I'm gonna grab your balls once we get to. No, she wasn't doing none of that. So what I'm saying is she was cuddling up on me and all that whatnot. And here's the day before the whole veil fell down in this motherfucker. We went to a restaurant, and lo and behold, who works at the restaurant? Her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was sitting there like, 19-year-old, 20-year-old me ain't really looking at it as a bitch. You brought me to the
Right.
restaurant with you. It's more so like, yeah, I get to flex on your boyfriend.
Meanwhile, that dude damn
Probably was
taking
fucking the shit out of her that night.
taking a hard copy of your shit. Like he fucking taking all the information off your card.
Nah. Man. And then I remember the next day, this and that. She it's just like, all right, I'll talk to you later. I love you. And I'm like, I love you too, girl. This and that, blah, blah, blah. Now my brother hears me say,
You was a sucker.
yeah, I was a sucker, bro. It got me good. Oh, you had to say it like that. Hey, don't put that on that. Next day, I'm on the phone with my brother.
We all been a sucker for
We
some
all
pussy.
been a sucker.
Yeah, but I
It's
was.
a part of the process.
I tell you
it-
the time I was a sucker.
Nah, but I'm about to let you know my suckiness.
That's the next question. The time you been a sucker for some pussy.
Oh shit! Well, here it is right here. Man, next day I hit her up. I'm like, yo, this and that and this. You know, we care about each other. Blah blah blah. Why don't we make this a thing? And I'm talking about like the coldest response. I wouldn't call it cold, but it was cold to me. That girl said, "Best friends don't date." And when I'm talking about like chopped to the goddamn neck,
A1 with her shit.
like I'm talking about like she brought her arm out, cocked it up, and brought it back with swiftness like a samurai fucking goddamn.
The day she met you, she knew the beginning, middle, and
Bruh,
end of that story.
She knew how to get me, bruh. She got me good. And like I still remember that day because I went driving around.
That
I was lost,
shit
nigga. I was lost.
Is fucking cold, bro. No, damn that shit.
But you know
cold.
what? Like nobody.
God damn.
Hold on, real quick. So in the background, her neighbor's there who I know, a cat. I just call him R, and he was in the background, and she was like, "Best friends don't date." Now Ray's not trying to fuck her or nothing like that. He's cool with the brothers, and he's always around. And he was like, "That's who you want to date. What you talking about? You date your best friend." He said, "Why would you be with someone that you can't? It's not your best friend." And when that girl told that nigga to shut up, but she said it quietly. She's like, "Shut up." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I heard that." And I was like, "You know what? I'll holler at you later."
Damn.
Nigga, when I say like
I was a sucker twice, though.
that shit hurt, bro.
Twice. Same girl, just 2 times.
Was that the one that cheated on you?
No.
Okay.
No. That was just, you know. But anyway,
Did what you had to do, huh?
so it was this one time, man. I was fucking with this girl, and she would come up. This one I had that apartment on Wesley Providence, and she would come over there. We would go out to eat, drink, and all that shit. We'll get back to the to my to the room, to my apartment. Go in my room, and that bitch would pull off all her clothes and shit.
Damn.
And then, like, just being her bra and panties and shit, hop in my bed and shit. And we would never fuck, dog. Like, I would push it, and then she would always be like, nah. And then in
Have
the
you ever
morning,
gotten
and
your
then in
crack
the
addict?
morning, hold on. And then in the morning, I dropped her off at somebody's house.
Who was this? Who was this somebody? Did you ever get verification who this somebody was? This really her cousin, her fat female cousin?
Hell no.
I don't know who else.
Well,
Hell no.
it's
Right.
terrible, man. It's terrible.
I did it once, and then guess what? I said, nah. I ain't believe that shit happened. I did it again, and then
I ain't never did that. Oh well, hold on.
and then I
Yeah,
was like,
actually
and then
have.
I was like, you know what? This ain't it.
Enough
And
is
then
I want better for myself. I want more for myself.
I was like, this ain't it. And then I got accused of being something else. But
Obviously, you know that's gonna happen. You know that's gonna happen.
So you just keep around the fuck. I'm like, bitch, you were doing everything
You know
but
that's gonna
fucking
happen.
me.
They're gonna tell you that you
You
know.
eat
Like,
my food, you laughing at my jokes, you sleeping in my bed, but I get no pussy. Yeah, this is not real.
yeah. But
I'm like, call it what you want to. Like this, in my situation, I'm 19 years old, and this girl literally calls me to buy her food, and I'm not talking about just for her sister, her mama, and when I show up to the house, she got another sister in there who's a big broke bitch, laying on the couch ass broke bitch. Like she tried. Like when I was there, she was like, her mama was like, "What you doing?" She said, "I'm laying on the couch." She said, "Well, don't get too comfortable. You ain't staying the night." And she's like, "Come on, why you tripping? Let me stay the night." She's like, "No, you can't stay the night because if you don't leave the night, you probably ain't gonna leave tomorrow." And I was just like,
damn.
and I'm like, "Damn, I just brought some chicken over." And I used to wonder, I'm like, how y'all keep getting apartments? Y'all keep getting evicted out of your apartments? Like I never understood.
they was high level. They were
Man,
black belt.
on the move.
So I would say the time I've been like finessed big time. And the thing is the plotting of my story started a little late than everybody else. Everybody, the shit that I fell for, I've gone for, happened
In
my late 20s. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, everybody was like, "Yo, that happened to me at 19."
Yeah, but then when you were 19, you was in
a relationship.
You was in the first couple years of a 12-year relationship.
Exactly. So I didn't really get my stripes, and I was so hyperly like.
You was ready to get out there.
I was paranoid when I did finally get out there, and I got out there with that stripper, and I actually thought that she was gonna get me, and she was probably on some up and up. Now that I think back over some years,
yeah, you fucked that up.
She was on some real chill, some real cool shit.
You could have been an Aruba rubbing her booty right now.
Man, she was a real vibe. Anyway, you live, you learn.
Yeah.
But the most recent time I got finesse is probably the biggest finesse, and it really wasn't bad. Like nobody ever got money out of me. I never did anything crazy, but a little crazy. It was back. She was super. She was the definition of toxic. Like the definition of when people say people are toxic.
And she had a toxic body.
And she had a toxic, cartoonish body. Like, and she knew it. She knew.
Big old anime titties.
She knew what she was doing. Like she knew what she was working with. And she had called me. Like she had got a room downtown. Right. She got a room downtown. She was like,
get a room. Nigga had to go. You
yeah,
gotta go.
Exactly. You know, I'm a nigga from the south side. Like, I mean, nigga, you ain't gonna waste that money.
You bought a room?
Like,
okay, well, shit.
I ain't gonna let you waste that money. So I go to her apartment that Friday night, and she on some real fucked shit, like complaining about everything type. Like, talking to me crazy. Like, who the fuck are you talking to me crazy? I'm like,
oh, she got another nigga for that room.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if that's the case, if I'm up out of here, I'm not about to be hanging. I don't need none of this shit. I was going off the strength of you. I'm tired of you anyway. Mm-hmm. So I was going off the strength of what you already did. So I'm like, I pack my shit up and I go. And I meet another friend of ours and his wife. I meet them for breakfast at Crackle Barrel. And I'm at breakfast.
Crackle Barrel.
And she blowing my phone up like, so you just gonna da-da-da? She was like, well then, you know. Like, and then she cussed me out, hung up. Called me back like 10 minutes later.
I know, I hate that.
Called me back like 10 minutes later on a whole different tone, like, listen, you know, I've been under stress and this and that, and you left your charge over here. Just come get your charger. Let's talk. I mean, you can see that from the front door, but I'm like, all right, hey, have my charge. I was like, get my charger, meet me at the front door, have my charger, da-da-da. And then I get off the phone and plug my phone into my car charger. I only have one charger when I'm out the house.
Yeah.
And I put my phone in a couple, and I'm driving, pouting, and I get to her apartment, and I step out knowing good and goddamn well my charger's right there.
Yeah.
I open her front door. She butt booty ass like on site.
Oh, you put them titties in your mouth and that was it.
Long story short, the bitch was crazy, and I think she was plotting to get me caught up on some real heavy shit, and I just was able to get out of it before. But you know that's the most recent time. I just think she was
just toxic. I just think that's what she liked.
I don't know, man. I got questions with that because some things weren't adding up. I never see her do a day of work, and she spends a lot of money. A lot of money.
I mean,
she got disability.
Yeah, with them titties.
Maybe she was crazy.
She got back problems.
She probably got mental and back problems with a body like that and the way she was living. I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't adding up. I'm still to this day trying to figure out if something show up on my credit, a boat show up on my credit, I know exactly who it was.
Nah, niggas ain't getting boats on 700 credit scores. You had to be A1 credit with a savings account to get a boat, my nigga.
you finessing too many broke people.
Nah. Shit, I got one last question. I guess we can wrap this gavel up. You know, let's take a nice little left turn here. You know, due to the atmosphere that we're dealing with right now, especially on the political aspect, you know, we're dealing with the left, the right, the radical left, the radical right. And it's a lot.
Take it back now, yo.
One out this time.
Reverse.
Like, cha real smooth. Anyway, and it's, you know, politics is just like that now I think about it. But I digress. You know, we're always trying to do a call to action for shit. So with that being said, have y'all ever actually protested anything? And what I mean by protest, like I'm talking about like it's more than just the signs, but also the action that comes along with it. Like to me, if you're gonna protest Gucci and you don't buy Gucci already, you were never protesting Gucci.
Exactly. See, I like to believe I'm pretty aware of who I consume, what I consume. So when I do protest, it's just me being conscious of how I spend my money or how I spend my time. So I've never like made a sign and put on a clever shirt and stood out in front of somebody's business, and I never did nothing like that. I just either stopped soliciting them or whatever it may be. But like, let me see, the last thing I've actively protested. I mean, I've been protesting Chevy since I was legit. I've been protesting Chevy. Fuck them niggas.
If you don't get your Yankee ass on the powder here,
I'm just saying Ford didn't need all that other shit that Chevy got.
wow.
Chevy got EBT
get
cars.
someone get this yank up out of here. Someone get this yank.
That's all I can really think. I don't really, because I mean, you can actively decide. Like, I don't take it that personal, honestly. Like, I don't take many things that personal. It's like, how is it affecting me? How am I affecting it? Make it add up. Either don't involve yourself or don't. And we're fortunate to live in a free time. Don't involve yourself or involve yourself. I don't know.
I don't think I've been to a protest per se, but I gotta say, one of the most ineffective days of my life.
Right.
Like, it didn't do nothing. Like,
It's performative. Like you want to be seen. You're throwing a temper tantrum. And now, don't get me wrong, protests have served the most necessary purpose in our history, in our American history, African American history. Like the bus boycott has done so much.
But that's different because that type of protest was about a service that majority of people in the town actually used.
And it hit them
niggas' pockets hard.
Hit the pocket. And
So
so,
in some days, them niggas was fucked up. Like,
I mean,
we
if I'm being
we need
honest,
the black dollar.
I only been to one protest, and that was by accident.
Like, you guys want to
made a
protest?
wrong turn. You was like, shit.
It was some niggas was protesting the Pakistani thing.
Oh yeah,
downtown Atlanta.
Downtown. Yeah. So they had whatever. Honest with you, bro, I really don't know what was going on, but it was a lot of Pakistani, Middle Eastern folks downtown,
and they was protesting.
And they was going in.
They was protesting.
How long ago was this?
And maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. Maybe a little bit longer than that. Maybe about 7 years ago.
It was my lunchtime. So I was going to get lunch.
Get some wings.
I was going to get lunch. But the protest was marching down the same street I was marching down.
And you was walking fast because you only got 30 minutes. And they was like, this nigga's motivated.
And I'm black, tan, or brown. And they was like, shit, he with us.
Oh, my God.
So I walked with them until I got to the CNN Center, which is where I was going to get Chick-fil-A, the whitest shit ever. And I got my Chick-fil-A.
Did you walk back with them with the bag in your hand?
No. When I came out, I made sure they was going. I didn't want to get caught again. I didn't want to walk around the whole building. I don't even know what they was talking about.
He walked out casually sipping an Arnold Palmer. Like, man, these niggas is crazy.
Pakistan.
Oh shit!
What trouble you guys in again?
Yeah, it don't get like I don't want to be shitting on the process of protesting because that part of the process is necessary. It just ain't for me. That part of the process ain't for me.
I'm real with you. I don't like
feel
any
like
of it.
you should just protest.
Protest actively. Protest.
Well,
every day.
where they make the shit happen.
Put the energy where it belongs.
Exactly. Like if you and that's another thing too, right?
How
many people on the police
force? The niggas
force
that work in the Capitol should not have a peaceful day.
How many people clock in on the police force every day that 100% believe there should be police reform, but don't say anything because it'll fuck up their livelihood? That's a protest you can actively do. You can make a career change, and it don't have to be a big grandstand. You ain't gotta send a long memo to your chief. All you gotta do is simply say, "I'm gonna make a shift because I don't stand for what this is." That right there, if enough people do that,
that's wishful thinking.
Not you.
Is it? Is it real? To me, it's practical thinking.
Look. You know what's funny is I kind of. It's gonna sound wrong. But I kind of equate that to what happened in Texas, right? So how them police officers was like sitting around doing nothing,
right?
While that nigga was in there doing.
You gonna go to the cookout with those coworkers that was on his phone while kids was being shot down?
And it's like, bro, nigga, if it was me, you would have dragged me out the fucking car. So like,
you got all the energy for us, but
go
you like
go to the point where the governor like he knew. Don't fucking play with me, nigga. He knew, but the governor like, I didn't know they were doing that shit. I'm mad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I hate when a politician act like shit. Like shit. He like, I was unaware of any of that happening.
Nigga,
Come on, nigga. You like the mafia
told you first.
done boss of this whole town.
Exactly.
You know everything.
They told you.
I feel like real protests take sacrifice. A lot of times, people ain't trying to invest shit. They may spend $25 at the Walmart for crayons and fucking markers and posters, and they, come together with a cool chant. But a lot of times, you don't want to make the sacrifice of the walkouts. You know what I'm saying? The picket lines that you put, you're going without a paycheck for a little while.
I mean,
it takes sacrifice to get real change.
Niggas know Walmart ain't paying their employees like that.
Yeah,
Walmart tried to get
but niggas still
higher paid employees to help the lower paid employees. They were like, hey, I got some canned food y'all can bring for these niggas during the holidays because we ain't giving these niggas no bonuses. The richest corporation in the world would never give
shit crazy.
These niggas bonuses.
Nigga, the restaurants paying them goddamn waitresses and waiters.
So speaking of
$2 and some change.
Speaking of protests, you pose a question of, do we still open doors for women? Right? You like the segue?
I mean, it is a protest in its own.
It is a protest. It is a protest.
I don't open doors necessarily just for women.
Right.
I open the door because I was first and you were following closely behind me, and I think it's a respectful thing to hold the door.
So
for
it's more of a gesture.
It's a gesture
than a grandstand or like some kind of like.
But if we walk into the car and I unlock the door, open up your door and get your ass in the car.
Why it don't take any? It don't take what 0.1 calories to walk around a car and open the door for her?
Why?
Why not?
But why?
She would like it. That's why.
That's it.
That's it. That's all. That's the only reason. That's it. That's all.
That's it.
Nobody's gonna see it. She the only one that's gonna give you credit for it.
Okay, now
I open doors.
Okay. Why?
It just feels right.
It feels right, but why does it? It's you country, so it was how you was raised.
It doesn't feel right to me.
It don't feel right. Why? So
it just feel right. I don't know.
I don't see the gesture because to me it goes to it feels stupid. Like you ever I remember the first time I went on a date, my dad said I had to do all this stuff, right? So I had to pull a chair out, open up a door. Now I'm watching myself do all this stuff. I'm like, why am I doing any of this?
It's like
because I'm paying for the food too, and I drove. So I'm like, what?
And you planned everything. You
so
most likely initiated.
So now I just created this entire atmosphere in which this girl thinks she is the shit, hot shit princess.
Well, is she's supposed to be. That's your goal.
This is me.
Fuck that.
And what the goal is, what you're supposed to be doing is chivalry. What you're supposed to be doing is, hey,
ain't real.
No, what it is hop on my ship for a little while.
3 years in,
like come into my world.
I'm opening doors.
Come into my world for a little while. So
I'm washing cars and shit.
Wait, you watching? Are you the? Hold on, Justin. I take it you the type.
You the old school.
No, hold on. He the type. You the type to go over the house, steal the keys, and take it to the car wash and fill the gas tank up.
No, I'm the type that say, "Hey, I'm going to do this. Bring your motherfucking car on so we can get this shit done together."
Oh, okay. You tag along. I tried to do that. I tried to do that for Lil Crazy. For Lil Crazy, her tag was expired, and this is why I think she was on some finesse shit. She wouldn't
been able to do shit.
Yeah.
Well, no, her tag was expired. So, and her car was dirty. Like she worked from home, so her car was dirty. It had been sitting. And she had got ants in it because she speaking of Chick-fil-A, she had like pieces of French fries in the car. Anyway, you know how female. Anyway, and I'm like, I'm gonna pop up on a random like Wednesday.
That was foolish.
I'm gonna get the keys. I'm gonna take the car, get it washed. I'm gonna get the tags renewed because it's like $25 get the tag renewed, and I'm gonna
plus the
fill up the gas tank. And I'm gonna do the whole 9, right? I called and I was like, what you doing? She was like, I'm here. And I'm at home. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way. Why? Well, she kept asking questions. I got there. Where your keys at? Oh, no, don't worry. And she going out the room. I try to find the keys. Can't find the keys. Finally, I'm like, man, this is what I'm trying to do. And she was like, what? And she blew up. And I was like, what are you on? Like, what? I was like, is this something I need to know? Like, you on some scamming shit? Like, the fuck are you on?
Is your car gonna get shot up with me driving?
You know what I'm saying? Like, do I not need to be seen outside with you?
Like, what's going on?
On the run.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She had out of state tag. I took a photo of her tag.
She on the run.
She had out of state tags.
Yeah, nigga.
When I say okay,
I don't want to talk no more about it.
She stayed in a luxury. She stayed in
Stop telling me.
a luxury apartment.
Now she gonna kill us too. You were giving us evidence that she'd be like, "What did Mike tell you?
She
What
had.
did he tell you?"
We
No,
talking.
sir. Nope.
Shopping sprees.
Nope. What's that
Shopping
movie we seen?
Nope.
Mm.
Okay.
It was layers and layers.
Yeah, okay.
And she was on some freak nasty shit.
Oh my
So
God.
you've been listening to
Talking in tangents.
Now I know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now I know why these
Dun,
bras
dun,
can't
dun,
leave
dun,
these fellas
dun.
alone.
I'm saying it, boy. You kept walking back in that motherfucker.
Man, that shit was fun, bro.
You kept on walking in that furnace like you was a
That
fucking
shit was-
mother of dragons.
that shit
Goddamn.
was fun, man.
That nigga like, oh, it ain't hot in here.
It's fun when somebody don't know
It
the
is
word
fun.
nope. When somebody don't use the word nope, it's not
It
in their
is fun.
vocabulary. It's everything game
I
time.
learned that
It
shit.
is fun.
That shit fun, man.
I learned that
It's-
shit.
it is
You
fun.
man, look, I ain't got time for it.
It is
I like my happiness more than anything.
I had a girl ride my dick while I was driving.
See that kind of shit. How you gonna go back to some pedestrian
is.
shit?
And
after
let me
that?
ask you a question. So you open up the door for her?
It is.
You better you open the door.
Did
Yeah,
you
that's a
open
good
up the door
question.
for her?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you goddamn did.
That's
See,
when
I
was
don't
in that
believe
Fleet-
I should have to do
that's-
that just to
that's-
get
that's-
that type of gesture.
That's when I was in that Fleetwood. It's not for me. It's for.
Yeah. Nah.
I care.
I know. I feel you.
I care.
Yeah,
To me, I just feel like it creates an atmosphere that this is
unrealistic expectations or something like
because
that.
I'll be real with you. I'm not gonna want to do that all the time. Now,
Uh,
now, that's not to say that for my girlfriend that every
She
now
understand that
every
too.
now and then I won't pop open
Right.
that door, especially when I know like, come on, baby, especially on
She
the
gets- but she gets it
She
too,
understand
like-
that too. But you.
But that's but
you
on
do it.
and to credit him, it's up to you to build that
Mm-hmm.
kind of tone to where this ain't just some default
once y'all
shit.
get into it,
Yeah.
and once y'all get into it, and you get in the car, and she be like, "Damn, you gonna, bitch, you gonna get your ass."
I remember one time we went out with someone. I went out with this with someone that we went to school with, and
She gonna get in the car
And
and
she
punch
went-
the shit
I
out.
was, she went by the door and just stood by the door
And waited.
and just waited. And I'm like,
If it's
fuck.
who I'm thinking about, you know,
Yeah.
you know her background.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I'm sitting. I'm like, wow, you just. I ain't gonna lie. That was the most unattractive thing I saw that out of her was that because to me that just
You took it as a challenge and not as like her
What?
standing her ground.
it's not so. But thing is, it's not necessarily a challenge. It's the idea that you have this. This is how I'm supposed to be.
Right.
Like this idea of what a man is. But thing is, you in the same breath can't tell me what a woman is supposed to do.
Did that shit. I would like if she would.
I'm like, so if I'm opening
if
up the
she would've
doors,
did
paying
that-
all these meals, what is your job in all of this? Because if it's just your time, I'd rather pay a hooker.
if she would.
I'd rather pay a hooker.
Yeah, the transaction is a lot
We,
more
we still
clear.
gonna talk. There's still gonna be
Yeah.
some pillow talk. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, I ain't got to feed her. She came welfare. She eat kale
That's
and
true
shit.
shit. That's
if
real
she would
shit.
have did that shit, I would
I'll get a good hooker.
I would have opened up the door because I would have been like, you know what? You got me.
Well, yeah, you know, I'm present in that shit.
I'd be like, you
If
got
I'm
me.
walking into the QT and I see a clutch grabbing, a purse grabbing white woman, I let the door close in her face. I'm like, good luck, bitch. Multitask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
I
obligated.
will
I'm
kick
not.
her. I will kick her.
I'm not obligated
A
to do
clutch
anything.
the purse white woman. I will kick her back out the door.
Exactly.
And then close. the
Try
door.
again, bitch. But like I'm not obligated to do it. But to second what J5 was saying,
I don't care if she.
I was raised a certain kind of way, so it's kind of first nature for me to reach for the door. But I also know that you got to teach somebody how to treat you.
Yeah.
You know, and so you got to set a tone. And if I see the shit going in a certain direction, I'm gonna be like, you know what,
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
doing
not what I
that.
want.
Like I can't do that because I can't reward bad behavior.
That's not
type,
what I
You
want.
know,
I guess for me, it was more so like chivalry during the dating phase, like you just getting to know each other. I don't fuck with that at all.
Yeah, that's what. it
Like
gotta
you,
be.
my girl, my boo, this and that. Every now and then, I'm opening
Yeah.
up that door for you
That's what it
because we definitely gonna be going out on dates.
You gotta before you know
But you ain't gonna test drive chivalry with me. Hell no.
before you know how a nigga can act, you gotta know a nigga know how to act.
that made no sense in all the sense in the world.
Yeah, but
It made all the-
so I no. Here's the thing.
That made all the
I
sense.
get what's going on, but what I don't get is all right. So if I'm doing all this fucking presentation and
And
pomp
she
and
is
circumstance,
too.
no, she's not. What's she doing?
She is.
you
No,
tripping.
she is.
Well,
You
because
know
she,
she is.
because she dressed a certain way.
Well, for a lot in modern day.
Because she put on that dress that she knew.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes
Or
it's-
she just doing different shit.
I thought women dress for women.
Or she just doing different shit. Bro.
If we had to be honest, sometimes just her taking a backseat to you even planning a date. There's a lot of women who are not used to relinquishing any control. And so when they like somebody, they're like biting their nails and they let, you know, and it, granted, is it right? And this is where I agree with you. If we're all putting on a performance, why don't we just cut that part out and just be real? Like, just be the way you are and cut this old performance shit out. If you're not an open the door type, if you're not the feminine, let the man take control type, just be who the fuck you are. We're gonna figure out if we work out, you know.
Wise words from a man with no name.
Educated fools from uneducated schools.
Hey.
Hell yeah. All right. We have another episode in the bag. Talking in Tangents. I am your host, Anthony Truth Gary. Jay Fizz-Eye.
J. Thought Shout T.
And a man with no name. Peace and hair grease.
They're not gonna catch me slipping.
Hell no.